I was at the bank today, and whenever you overdraft your bank account, apparently they give you a fee. You know what I mean? So what had happened was my fee was $40 because what happened was someone had taken money out of there from a transaction I'd made like 4 days ago, and I miscalculated. Long story short, I didn't have the money to cover it, and I ended up with a $40 fee. And then I found out if I keep using my card, like let's say went to go use it right now, they would charge me another $20 fee on top of that, and so on. So why are bank fees so high? Do any of you guys feel like the bank fees are just way too high? Banked, and this bank's not that bad. It's actually a pretty good bank, and shout out to them because they have friendly people there. I just don't understand why their fees got to be so high. So let's say I went to go try to use my card right now, and the money wasn't in there, and I try to take something out, and there's no money in there, right? So nothing comes out. They don't take the money out of my card. Nothing gets charged, but yet I get hit with a $20 fee. That's ridiculous. What do you guys think about that? Don't you think that maybe these charges are way too much? Our bank's charging us too much, guys. What do you think? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, right? And here, how could we fix this? Because, our economy is kind of rough right now for us, right? Like, we try to buy things, but it seems like everything is so expensive and it's hard for us. So, how could we fix that? I know if I had the money right now and had the ability, like, I don't know what it takes to open a bank, but I'm going to throw you guys a bone right now for someone that might have the money to do so. Why don't you go open a bank? And when you open that bank, why don't you make the fees like only if it overdrafts? I could see like a 50-cent fee or a dollar fee. And if every one of your customers is doing that, you're still going to make money, but you don't have to absolutely just take people to the cleaners. And imagine would you guys bank at a bank that only charged you fees of 50 cents or a dollar? What about the ATMs that they take $5 to get my own money out of the thing? What if someone made an ATM that only charged 25 cents to pull out your money? First of all, they would get everyone's business because everyone would go to that ATM or that bank because they're only charging them a little bit of money. They would take everyone's business. Their business, their bank and their business would boom. They would take everyone's business, they'd have all the customers, and they'd make all the money, and they would charge people fair prices, and it would be way cheaper. What do you guys think about that? This is kind of why I like the way things are here in America, because if everything was just one bank or one company or one grocery store, and we all just got through that one thing, they would have all the power in the world. They could charge us 50, $100 for bank fees, $1,000, and there's nothing we can do about it. Here in America, we're able to say, we're going to go open our own business. That's why I shout out to my small businesses. Guys, any millionaires or billionaires out there, someone that has a bank, why don't you do that? Why don't you, or an ATM, why don't you set up one that only charges small amounts of fees? What do you guys think? I know I love the idea. Wouldn't you guys like that? I don't know how much money I've spent in ATM fees. I mean, I was thinking about it the other day. So let's say you get paid every week, right? You go take out your money. Let's say you take out cash maybe just a few times, 24 times you pull out some cash. Maybe you pull out twice, but let's just say it's four in a week. That's $20. 20 times 4 in a month, that comes up to 80. So it's almost 100 a month. In a year, that's about $1,000, guys. So it adds up. $1,000 you're paying just to pull your own money out of a freaking ATM. That's ridiculous. It should only be 25 cents. And someone with the mind or the money or the ability to go open a bank should do so. What do you guys think? Stuff like that would help the economy. What about house prices? House prices are skyrocketed. Like right now, I couldn't even think about buying a house. Isn't that an American dream to be able to buy a home? You can't even do that right now, guys. The prices, I was looking at a new house, like $250,000. I'm like, bro, $250,000? Do I look like a millionaire? Like, what the hell? Seriously, though, that's ridiculous. So, if you got a house company that would figure out a way to sell houses for cheaper, like, first of all, how much does it cost to build a house? And why does it cost so much? There has to be a way to bring that price way down. And if you could bring that price way down and you were at a company that sold houses for really cheap, that company, you would sell all the houses and take everyone's business. And you would have, my point is if you did it for cheaper, you would have way more business. What about these new cars, guys? New cars with those computer chips or computer things in there. Dude, they I've ran into people who have these little problems with their car that takes a couple minutes to take something out, or it just has something to do with the computer chip, and they want to charge them like $1,200, or they want to charge them like $1,200 just to install a new camera, and it takes like 5 minutes to do it yourself. If they made that a mechanic company that charged people fair prices, everyone would go to that mechanic company. And if everyone went to that company, yeah, they'd have more customers. They would sell it for cheaper. Their customers would be happy. And overall, the economy would get way better. And I'm not no economist. I'm not going to pretend like I am, but I'm good with numbers. And I've lived for 42 years and I spend money all the time. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. And so do you guys. What do you guys think? Don't you think we should have a better economy? I mean, we can't always just be relying on blaming the government and all that stuff. What about our businesses? They're taxing us. I hate being taxed by this shit. What do you guys feel like? Leave it in the comments and let me know. Love y'all.